Hi guys, Bobby here from Peak Performance Academy, and today's Coach's Corner: don't listen to rubbish. What I mean by that is basically that when it comes to the world of trying to lose weight and change your body composition, guys, there's a lot of misinformation there. So if we look at methods that you can use to lose weight, they'll all come back to the same thing, and energy balance is what we're talking about. Putting yourself in an energy deficit to lose weight. It doesn't matter what method you label your journey with. If it's going to be intermittent fasting, if it's going to be calorie restricted feeding, if it's going to be ketogenic diet, if it's going to be paleo diet, if it's going to be Atkins diet, whatever method you're using, it still comes back to the same thing. It's what suits you individually is going to make the biggest difference and change in your life. So you have to think of it that way, that if you're trying to jump onto all these fad stuff that you see, that's a method that's still doing the same thing, putting you in an energy deficit. So if we do not think that way, I mean, we can absolutely go and we can do intermittent fasting. That works really well for people sometimes with shift work and stuff like that. It can work very well for people in their daily lives as well. Normal people that would just get up in the morning at normal time and go to bed at normal time, it absolutely will work. You can restrict your eating till a little bit later in the day and then put your eating into that window in the evening. It still comes back to the same thing. You're in an energy deficit. That's basically it. That's why you're losing weight. So the key thing is, when you choose a method, the most important thing is just make sure for you it's sustainable and you can comply to it. Because the biggest factor in changing your body composition, in losing weight and keeping it off, is compliance. So whatever method you choose to use, you have to make sure you can be compliant to that method. So again, guys, it's like if you want to, the simple route for most people is just literally tidy up their diet, manage calories, make sure you're eating in a deficit, do some exercise, and be adherent to that and be consistent to that, and long term you will lose weight and you will keep it off. But it's the extremes that catch people out, and that's the problem, you see, because if you go the extreme route, it's not going to be sustainable. You're not going to be able to adhere to it for the rest of your life. So realistically, you are going to fall off the wagon at some stage. So that's the biggest factor there, is that the method and structurally it doesn't suit you. So you have to see where you are and just start with the basics and then start to move forward, and then you can go into your calorie deficit, and you maybe track a bit of calories, then you can try a different method. There's no problem in you trying a method and losing a bit of weight, but making sure that you can maintain that weight loss and understand why you lost that weight, and understand the behaviors and habits that are associated with you losing that weight. And if you can associate the behaviors and habits, then you can pull back on them and you can say, okay, I know the behaviors and habits here, so that's what I need to focus on. What I was doing in that period, the behaviors and habits the action taking behaviors and habits I was doing at that period helped me to lose weight. So that's what I need to focus on. It's not so much the method. It still goes back to the same thing, calorie deficit, guys. So energy balance is something that you hear so many people roaring on about and going on about, and you're probably sick of hearing it. But to lose weight, we need to be in an energy deficit. To gain weight, we need to be in an energy surplus. And to maintain weight, we need to be in maintenance calories. So energy balance is just like a scale. Which way are you tipping it? Tipping it this way for a deficit, tipping it this way for a surplus. Or are we keeping it level, which is going to maintain weight? And again, this is just a factor with weight loss. This is the science behind weight loss. This is why we lose weight. So the method you choose, don't be drawn in by any of these fads and quick fixes. Get a method and a system and a structure that suits you, and I can guarantee you will be successful if you can associate behaviors and habits with that goal and with that structure you've chosen and method you've chosen. Set the behaviors and habits that are needed and then focus on them going forward, and I guarantee you you'll be successful in your weight loss journey, in your body composition journey, and you will keep that weight off for the long term. Okay guys, if you like what you hear, you find us at peakperformancecanary.com, all our social media platforms, also our YouTube channel, Peak Performance Academy, and our podcast, Reach Your Peak Podcast, which is live every Monday at 6 p.m. Please subscribe, review, and share on your social media channels, guys. We really appreciate it. Again, any questions at all you would like to ask, just drop a comment down below or direct messages on any of our social media platforms, and we will be more than well happy to help you. Have a fantastic week, and we'll catch everybody next week.